intro song, and now we're introed, right?
I
So
love it.
we're recording now.
So this is where you're gonna get naked, or
Yeah, so California is a two-party consent state, so you have to consent to being recorded right now. Your call may be recorded or monitored for training purposes.
is this where you pay me my money to get naked? This is what I'm asking.
Well, see, it's
Just tell me when.
the audio part is to hook the people on the podcast, and then I take
Yes.
the video of you, and that's what we put on Patreon, OnlyFans.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'll pop your titty out right now. Nice.
Yeah, well, there's been a big void to fill since the passing of Wood.
I'm sorry.
No, Wood, the meme that everyone was getting during coronavirus, where it's all like, "There's coronavirus in your area," and then you click on the link, and there's the really
Oh,
big dude sitting on the side of
oh
the
yeah,
bed.
with the big ass. Like, oh, dude, I got that like 8 times. Why do I keep getting it? No, I found out that guy's dead.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 'Cause we got to put you on OnlyFans now because there's a power void now that
Yes,
Wood's passed
I got
away.
it. I need to be a meme. Is that what you're saying? With the meme,
We'll put
the
you on
shot you took
shirts
of
and
me,
everything.
the shot you shook of me is just. What am I doing? That one you took of me earlier is perfect.
Oh man, yeah, that's pretty great. I mean, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, MySpace, that could definitely be the picture up there.
Fuck yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
So this is episode 0 of.
Episode 0. Fucking losers.
Well, you got to start somewhere, right?
You gotta start somewhere. Yes, this is our test run.
Yeah. So is episode 0 of the
I'm
show.
I'm literally I'm literally sitting here trying to change my home webpage to Google still. This is like 5 minutes. I know it's somewhere in settings. I know it's somewhere in settings. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do your thing. I'm sorry. I'll just be doing that. I
So
know it's somewhere in settings, dude.
yeah,
All
it's
right.
kind of like
I need a
when
uh,
you if you're
did you plug it in? Do you turn it on and off?
this is like when you're a millennial and you go to like a family reunion and then like your one uncle is just all like, how do I get this to go away from my phone? And you're sitting there for like 45 minutes fixing all the other like
I
boomers
know.
phones and stuff.
Dude, I'm not even 40 yet, bro, and I am having issues. I fell off, all right? I got comfortable,
Hey,
and now.
some people use Bing, some people use Google.
Who uses Bing? Go ahead. I'll wait.
I'll have to do a listener poll. How many of you guys at home use Bing?
That's our first poll.
And then
Who uses Bing?
the second
What is
poll
Bing?
is how many of you people out there actually know the difference between Bing and any other search engine?
Bro, fuck it. So now, you know what? I'm just going to type Google into Bing, bring up the Google site, look on that. Whatever.
Okay, so almost 4 minutes in, we should probably say our names.
Oh,
Right.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
So
Who are you?
I am Chris, right? I'm one of the people, one of the two co-hosts, right? Running the board
Yes.
with the equipment and of course the tech guy on some of this stuff, right? And my partner here is
I'm the bad decision guy. Grayzee? Or just Gray? What should it be? Grayzee?
Gray's good.
Gray.
Yeah,
I'm Gray.
it's less syllables.
Or, like 50 Shades.
Hey, 50 Shades of Grey.
I'm your boy, 50 Shades of Gray, coming at you live.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey, and all of them are chocolate.
Like it. I like it. Yes. Yes, but I'm more like a pecan tan, like a fucking caramel, not a full chocolate.
Yeah, caramel.
Caramel.
So
Okay.
we got Gray, we got
Yeah.
Chris, right? One of the reasons why we started all this up was because Gray here is an aspiring streamer, Twitch, right?
Aspire. You know what? I love that word, aspiring. Aspiring usually means people put in a lot of hard work become a streamer and on there every day and trying to grow their audience. Yeah, so I spend like a month alone just on audio. I'm on there like once a week. But hey, I'll get there, bro. Follow me on Twitch Live randomly. I can't even give you a date yet. It'll come together. It's coming together.
I could definitely when we publish the show, I'll
Yeah.
put all the links in there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So all the links will be in there, right? So essentially part of this is building your own network, right? Of all your different media platforms. So, you know,
That I don't even know how to control. I love it. I can't even set Google as my homepage as five. All right. I'm just kidding. I got it.
don't take my online away, Google.
Don't kick me out of the net just yet. If I banned from the net, they banned me from the net. They banned me from the net. Damn it. All right, we're good.
Oh man. Oh, just for comedic effect too. We're video chatting each other.
Yes.
While we're recording the podcast, so that's probably why we start bursting out laughing even more so than if we were just having a conversation.
I'm telling you, this shit needs to be video recorded too. We need to have it video recorded. It'll be funnier.
Oh yeah, I mean, at some point, I think we could probably
eventually
work to that.
Yes.
Once we get.
But right now, I definitely have a faith for radio.
Well, once we get a subscriber, then we can ask them if they'd be interested in seeing us too, and then we can.
My mama's subscribing. Cool.
Mom, give me your phone so I can subscribe to my radio show.
She got an Instagram account, but she hates social media. She got an Instagram account. It was awesome, and she didn't realize how it worked. And sounds familiar, but she didn't realize how it worked. And she was like, "How did you know I got an Instagram?" I was like, "Well, Mom, it says, hey, recently joined Instagram in your contacts, Lisa." Well, you know her full name, middle initial, and everything. She's like, "I don't want nobody to know that I got an Instagram." She's like, "I don't want nobody to know I have an Instagram." I was like, "Well, Mom, you know, you got the full name, so everybody sees you." So, in that aspect, I was able to switch her account up and give her a fake name and all that stuff. She just wanted to be nosy and look at celebrities. She was like, "Oh, I get to see who Steve Curry, what Steve Curry's does she loves." I'm like, they don't care about you. Whatever. Obama. You know, come on, Mom. All right, bro.
Well, you gotta warn her. She's definitely new to that, because if she gets followed back by like Obama dot 59 dot get money or whatever, it's like, hey, I seem to be locked out of. Yeah, I seem to be like out of gas right now. Could you cash at me $50?
You'll call me up, Greg. Guess what? Obama's gonna hit me up for $1 million. Oh yes, yeah, I gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, I mean, moms are like the best. I was at Disneyland. Oh man, it's like in the summertime.
Yeah.
And we were at California Adventure walking around. My mom sees the couple from the last season of The Bachelor, right? So,
really?
Yeah, like, I guess at summertime, it was the most recent season. So the couple was there, and they were like filming some stuff, and they were like walking around. And then my mom walks over, and it's all like, "Can I get a picture of you guys?" And they're like, "Oh, you mean a picture with us?" And she was like, "No, a picture of you guys." She's going to take the picture, and then like my wife is like, "Do you want to be in the picture?" And she's like, "No, that's okay." And she's like, "Get in the picture." She's like, "Oh, okay."
No. Okay. Just so I can say I took it with my phone.
It's like I met the people from The Bachelor, and it's like, "Oh, this is a picture that you got from the internet."
That is awesome, dude.
Yeah, I found it on Bing.
She uploaded it on Bing, and This is who we. All right, fine. I see what you did there. I like that. We're gonna be sponsored by Bing. This video sponsored by Bing. We gotta bring Bing back.
Yeah.
Bring Bing back. Triple
Send,
B, baby.
send us a self-addressed stamped envelope, and we'll send you an AOL disc.
It's all right. I still use dial-up. So what?
Oh man. Whew. so, so
I still haven't watched that thing you sent me, by the way.
thing.
The movie that you recommended.
Oh, that could be for episode 1.
Okay.
So I mean,
But I will say that me and the wife have been binge watching the shit out of Ozark.
oh, okay.
And wow. We are starting season 3 already.
Season 3. How many seasons are there?
4 total. And we started season 3 already. And wow, dude. Like, so I started watching Ozark maybe 2 years ago. And I only got like the first 3 or 4 episodes. And then it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was a lot going on, and I wasn't able to keep up with. And I'm just, boom. And then I think you mentioned it to me. You and the wife, right?
It probably wasn't, because independently, wife and I both watched 1 episode independent of each other, and neither of us were into it.
Really?
So we passed.
So I think you guys should give it a try. Give it like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. They're like,
yes,
like 6 episodes, you won't stop.
Yes, that's exactly how it was. It was like, okay, this just really escalated quickly. So boom, I'm in. You know what? Remember you texting me about Boba Fett, and I said, I just watched episode 1. You're like, hey, give it a little bit.
Yeah.
Totally right, bro. Dude, what they're doing with the Star Wars, I love it. I love what they're doing with the Star Wars right now. So
did you finish Boba Fett?
Yes, we did. I'm thoroughly impressed. I love everything they're doing. I think they're retconning that whole new trilogy they did in a proper way.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a fan of the new trilogy, and I think the Disney Plus series is really fixing everything, giving Luke his, the send off he deserves. You know what I mean? He's a badass, and he should be displayed as a badass. That's what I think.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I love it.
I liked where things were going, but I felt like the first 4 episodes looked a little cheap.
Yes.
Like the set design, kind of looked a little cheap, and I was kind of like, dude, they got like all the money in the world. Like, what's up with these fucking sets? Like, it looks better at Disneyland. And then
right. I think they were going more I don't know if I want to say more practical look, more old school look.
5 looks so expensive. Like 5 looked so nice and expensive. So it's like, maybe they were just like, hey, make these episodes, whatever. And then it's like all the money was like 5, 6, 7, just like like all of it out there.
Because they got Mando showed up. Spoiler alert, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Mando showed up, and I was like, I didn't see that coming. I thought they were gonna let him have his own show, and I like how they integrated him. Though it was good.
Oh yeah, that's great. Well, what do you think about? Because you finished, right?
I did.
What do you think about Grogu picking Mando over to training?
I think that started a season 3. I think that's a good segue into a season 3. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be an interesting story. I think somehow he is going to get his hands on a lightsaber.
Oh, hands.
You know what I mean?
For
and
sure.
he will learn the ways, but he will still be like the bodyguard of Boba. I mean, I'm sorry, of Mando. So,
well, it's like, I feel like in classic storytelling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of how protective he is over the kid and teaching him all this stuff and finding him as like the arc, he has to die at some point, right? Mando,
right?
He has to die and probably sacrificing himself for the kid, right?
Yep.
The kid goes off on his own adventures and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even having his own like Mandalorian armor or some stuff at one point. But yeah, I was so excited to figure out what he was going to choose because
Yes.
that whole choice thing, that's from Lone Wolf and Cub. Is a comic, like a Japanese like manga comic and stuff from like I
But
think it was.
why do you think they made him choose? Like, why do you think Luke made him choose when what is it? In episode
Uh,
3 of Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan says only the Sith deal in absolutes, you know. So that's an absolute right there. It's an absolute choice you have to make. You only have one or the other. Why not both? Why do you
well,
think Luke went that way?
it's a reference to Lone Wolf and Cub because in the comic, right, it's like old like
Okay.
serial manga
So
and
you just
stuff.
all right. I apologize. So you went for a title then, a title that I do not know nothing
Oh
about.
yeah, sorry, yeah.
Okay. All right. I thought you were talking about another movie from like whatever, whatever.
Here,
But
hold,
this is canon.
hold please.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
This fucking fat fucking thing right here,
Oh, okay.
right?
Didn't know what that is. All right. Just learned it.
So this shit goes back, I think, to like the 40s or something, right? It's like
Okay.
a
Okay.
Japanese comic. So in this, it's this warrior, right? And his son, wife is dead. He's going out for revenge adventures out in like feudal Japan, and the
All
baby's
right.
with him the whole time, and he's protecting the baby. So when he's
All
gonna
right.
go on his revenge quest, he doesn't want to bring the kid in if the kid isn't into it, even though he's a baby. So puts him down on the
Oh, excuse
ground,
me.
puts a ball and a katana, puts the baby on the ground, and lets him pick. So it's like, what's he gonna pick, the ball or the katana?
Okay.
Picks the katana, so he's a fucking warrior. Takes him with him to go kill a bunch of people.
Fuck, dude, that's a little deep.
Yeah, so that was the whole reference with the two of those, and like I was super excited to figure out which of the two he was gonna go with, right? And then I was at the office. One of the guys is like, "Oh, I haven't started the show yet," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, I was talking to my friend. I didn't want to say any spoilers or whatever, because the final episode comes out today. Because I'm just excited,
Okay.
thinking like, what did he pick? Did he pick the Mando or did he pick the fucking lightsaber?" And then he's like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking that, and then he's just like, yeah, like I'm trying to avoid spoilers too. I opened up my webpage this morning, and I saw a picture of the baby Yoda wearing some weird shirt, and I was just like,
Oh, no way.
man, I was like, dude, and
No.
I couldn't even be mad at him because it was just like
Yeah, because he
he
didn't.
doesn't
Yeah.
know, and I was like, man, but then at the same time, I was thinking about like the little dome in the back. Like
Yeah.
I was asking my friend who comes over to watch it, and I was like, hey, dude, you think the fucking kid's gonna go in the dome? He was like, no, that's probably where he's gonna put his bounty, and I was like,
Nah, dude, that
uh,
shit was made for that, dude. So, you know what? Honestly, that's the first thing I thought when they had that dome, when they gutted it out. I was like, yes, that's for Grogu. I'm
uh,
sorry, Baby Yoda. I'm just gonna say that. It's just easier
that,
than Grogu.
that was probably like one of my favorite parts of like any Star Wars show was when he had the ball and he's like,
Yes.
yeah, and
So
yeah,
that's I'm excited for Mando 3 now.
oh yeah, dude, that last episode was amazing.
It was good. It was good. It was very suspenseful. I was and I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
So
the Rancor King Kong scene.
you know
Uh,
what? I like how they did that story. I tell you what, because I totally forgot about the Rancor,
mm-hmm.
and I loved what they did because I was like, how the fuck are you gonna get out of this? You know what I mean? And then boom, I was like, holy shit, I forgot about that big ass monster. So yeah, I love how they did that shit.
Yeah, like total Avengers Endgame moment, right?
Yeah,
When you're like
yeah,
sitting there and it's like, oh man, he could do this all day, but he probably won't. And it's like,
yeah.
oh, the other two are hurt. And then all of a sudden there's like 800 people there. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about
Yep,
them.
I loved it. I loved it.
Oh man. Yeah.
Huge fan. I love what Disney Plus is doing.
Oh
So,
yeah.
did you watch the Super Bowl?
Well, I only got to watch half of it. Yeah.
What did you think of the Doctor Strange
That looked cool.
trailer?
I mean, I'm a mark, dude. I'm pretty much whatever they put out, I'm gonna watch it. Like,
Right, 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 right.
I'm in
I am a
100%.
fanboy. I'm
Yeah.
a little bit of a fanboy. I get it,
Yeah.
but I'm
No,
very interested.
no superhero fatigue for this guy.
Yes,
I'm in.
yes.
Yeah, so that looks cool. The Jurassic Park trailer looks cool.
I love how they're bringing everybody back,
Yeah.
but none of none of the Jurassic Parks have the same feel as that very first one.
Well, yeah.
That very first one, I mean, it's just amazing, dude. It's like it's never been done before to that scale, and so I don't think you could ever get that feeling back, especially with the technology today. I mean, we all know it's CGI, you know what I mean, or practical effect with some CGI mix.
Yeah.
Back then, that was fucking incredible. You know what I mean? Like, I loved it. So the second Jurassic Park, yeah, it was meh. I didn't like any of them till the Chris Pratt one started coming out, and they were just okay. So I'm interested to see how this one goes.
Yeah, I think it should be pretty dope. I like that they're kind of going in like a Planet of the Apes direction, where it's like the
Huh?
dinosaurs
I didn't even
are.
think about that.
You didn't think about that?
Yeah,
Like that was like the
yeah.
at the end of the second one. That's the first thing I thought. Where it's like, oh, the dinosaurs are out there, and it's all like, oh, well, nature always finds a way,
Mhm.
and there's no natural predators because these guys are apex predators. So what's gonna happen? They're gonna overpopulate and they're gonna take over the whole world and shit. And even what was cool was like, I think they mutated or something, right? Because it's like in this
Right.
new trailer, you're seeing them in the snow and they have feathers and shit. So it's like, oh yeah, dude, humans don't stand a chance.
You're gonna make me do my homework even more on this stuff now. About movie reviews and shit like that. I gotta do my homework now.
Well, I definitely consume like everything. I go to the movies at least once a week. We got our programs, so we're watching our shows like all the time.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we live in a world where you can't go online, right? You can't go to the online without stuff potentially getting spoiled for you.
Can't go to the net. Can't go to the net.
I
They
see
ruin everything.
I see you putting like your Neo glasses on, like your finger turning into a USB. I'm plugging in.
Jacking in.
But yeah, it's like all the time. There's just spoilers like everywhere. So
Yes.
I
Yes.
definitely schedule my things in
And
order to consume things as soon as they come out. Like things that are important to me. As soon as they come out,
yes,
we're trying to watch right away. So that
I get
way,
it. And it's hard now, with the family, yeah, but I totally agree because like I am what you would say a scroller. I don't know if that
mm,
term is legit, but I am a legit scroller. I will fucking that's what I'd like to do in my downtime. I will
mm-hmm,
scroll through Facebook. I will scroll through YouTube and watch videos, which is why I decided I think it would be good for us to make a video. I want to be part of the content people watch like me, that I just sit there and watch and watch, watch. Problem with being a scroller, I get spoiled a lot. Like, the shit gets spoiled
yeah,
all the time. And it's not even just me watching the video because I won't click on it, but it's like people put shit in titles,
yeah,
like, I'm like, come on, dude, really? Oh, 3 Spider-Men showed up, oh, come on, man, really? Like,
dude,
I mean, that was ruined right at the beginning.
yeah. I the only social I use is Twitter because of the quick turnaround on stuff, right? Like everything has
Mm-hmm.
like a quick half life. So with Twitter, that's how I get my news in the morning. Like I check two local news sites and then I go on Twitter to see what's trending, right? Because it's like,
Okay.
at least if I know it's trending, there's going to be multiple sources like posting about it. So I can kind of just see like, well, what's trending? Like if a celebrity's trending, it's like, oh, did that dude die? Did he get canceled or whatever, right?
Right.
So
It's also,
sometimes, if you don't watch something right away, you wake up and because of like East Coast, 6 in the morning, like spoilers for Mandalorian are like trending
yep.
already, So it's like if you
Yep.
don't get on it right away, you're done, and it's so hard to be surprised nowadays.
Yes. I miss that. I miss surprise. We don't do that anymore. It's somehow something gets leaked and then it finds its way online and finds its way to a scroller like me, and I'm just like, damn. But at the same time, I'm like, that's awesome. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
I'm not bummed out by it, but it's like the element of surprise is not as common in the theater anymore. I
Well,
miss that.
well, one of the ways that I kind of have like bottled that because my wife has a very different relationship with movies than I do, right?
Hmm.
Because I grew up
Same.
as a single parent family, only child, right?
Hmm.
So a big chunk of my childhood was going to a theater that I could walk slash skateboard to, pay $250 for a ticket to the matinee, watch three movies, usually one of
Yep.
which was
I
rated
remember
R,
that.
and then like spend like a whole day at the theater just like watching all these movies, right? So that was kind of like
Yep.
my like little film history and stuff, right? As movies were coming out. So I remember going like, oh, if I had money to go to the real theater, it was like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a newspaper and then look up like the movie showtimes and then try and pick a movie based on the title and then walk
Right.
over to the mall, see if they had tickets. If it wasn't sold out, I would go. If it was sold out, I would say like, well, what starts in the next 30 minutes and then jump into another movie. And you can't really do that nowadays, but
No.
the wife and I have AMC Pass, sponsors AMC. And since we pay one fee and we get to go up to three times a week, we'll just
Hmm.
go once a week and then see whatever's out. So, like,
Hmm.
whatever new movie just came out, regardless if we know something about it or not, we'll just go watch it. And that kind of like gives me my little throwback to like watching movies at the movie theater that you never even heard of. Yeah.
All right. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. I need to get on a schedule like that. It's hard with the damn baby and preteens and fucking, oh god, it's
Oh,
life. But I think, I mean, I remember you brought up a good point. When we were young, I would go, I would go to the movies, and we could watch. I would stay all day at the movies, dude. We would
yeah.
watch movie after movie. Sometimes I watch the same movie like twice. I don't know if I liked it that much. What happened? What happened? What happened to us, man? When did we get serious about life? Oh man, I miss it.
Well,
I miss it.
we have options now.
Yeah.
You could do the same exact thing on Netflix,
Yes.
but from the
Yeah. The
comfort of your
comfort of
own
your own.
home.
Yeah.
But
Fair enough.
the only issue I have, because even though there's a lot of good stuff on there, the only issue I have of it is when I'm at home, there's a lot of opportunity for people to take my time from me, like regardless if
Yes.
it's like work related or family
Yeah.
related or
Hmm.
whatever, because it's when you're at the movie theater, you have a really good excuse for having your phone off for 2 hours.
Yes. Yes. I like that. Yeah, that's a good point, dude. And in here, I mean, even when I'm trying to stream or something like that, I got to go do something, or even right now, I got my eyes on a baby monitor. It's like I don't know.
You want a good one? I got a good one for you, right?
Okay.
Wife and I go to Disneyland a lot, right? Like we have passes. We've had passes for years, right?
Yeah.
So if we're driving to Disneyland or we're at Disneyland, if somebody calls me, I answer the phone because the first thing is all like, "Hey, what's up? Are you busy?" It's like, actually, I'm at Disneyland, and that's kind of like a social contract with like
Yeah.
everyone because the moment I say like I'm at Disneyland or I'm on my way to
Hmm.
Disneyland, people are like,
Hmm.
"I am so sorry. I'll just call you tomorrow. You enjoy the rest of your day. I won't text. I won't call you. Like I'll just leave you alone." So
For real.
feel free to use that.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm with the family at Disneyland, all right? You're really fucking this up. Like that. I'm over here
So
getting my kills in on COD, practicing.
the what?
I'm practicing my Call of Duty play right now as I'm talking to you, and I just realized I'm really bad at this game, bro.
Well, how are you a Twitcher then?
Yeah, so I'm basing it off my personality, you know, You know, or other games that I am good at. I'm gonna start playing. Um, I just opened up GTA. That game, wow! I can go to a strip club in that game.
Oh yeah.
That's more my life. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna play that on Twitch. I'm gonna play that on Twitch. Live vicariously through the GTA.
Lambos knocking over banks, going to the
Yes,
strip club.
yes, yes. That's the life. In a previous life or a future life, that's gonna be me. All right,
So
and it's like oozing out of me every now and then.
that's like Ready Player One.
Yeah, dude. Yes. So I don't know, but I just got into games. Actually, I got into games a couple years ago. Something horrible happened, so after that, I kind of got into it just to keep my mind off of shit.
Yeah.
And I was always I was always a gamer to the point where I would play, and then I could put it up for a year. I would play hard for a month or two, and then I could turn it off and not turn it back on for a year, literally. And then now, I mean, I'm having fun with it again. I think and I got a supportive wife who hates it, but still supports me and lets me play. But yeah, so that's why I do it.
I,
I'm not good at it at all,
I think
but I'm entertaining.
part of it is that if you're playing video games and you're at home,
Yes, yes. I've become a homebody. Oh yes. Oh, what happened? I
but
just think about what happened. I'm a homebody now. I used to go out, party, strip clubs. What happened? Now I'm just like, I just want to stay in the house and play video games and watch Netflix.
dude, yeah, I saw life come and pass me by in terms of all of that. Like when I got married, my bachelor party was at a comic convention.
Was what?
It was at a comic convention.
But that seems like more your speed, don't know?
Yeah, well, I mean,
I mean, you
I
loved
used
it,
to
right?
party. I used to be able to have fun, but it's like that came and went with like,
Yeah.
bills, mortgage, all that, whatever. It's like
Right.
on a reasonable day, I'd like to be in bed before 9. But,
Sucks because I understand it
yeah,
completely, dude. It's like, damn it, yes. That is a
uh,
good day when I'm just like chilling.
my wife used to get mad like a few years ago when she wasn't as busy at work because it's like on
Hmm.
my day off, it was just all like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed. And she's like, the sun's still out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think about it all the time. I get caught up in it. I'm just like, what happened, dude? Like, I think I'm like a hippie when it comes to work. As far as I don't think we should spend our lives working all the
Oh
time.
yeah,
I mean, I will because
yeah,
I'm bougie, but at the same time, it was like, dude, I don't think we're meant for this. I
yeah.
want to just chill. I can't though. Uh,
Oh yeah, dude. Heard that.
mm.
Yeah, it's
I've been
getting.
I've been I've been working since I was 16 years old. I think I want to retire.
Yeah, yeah.
But what's some of the craziest jobs you ever had?
I worked at a Spirit Halloween. That was pretty cool as a side hustle one
Uh huh.
year. That was cool, but I think the most fun I've had at a previous job would probably be working at Macy's.
Why Macy's?
Yeah.
That's surprising. Why? Why
Uh,
Macy's?
well, it's like at the time, I was in my 20s,
Yeah.
right? Southern California, single, right? Didn't have any real responsibilities. I mean, either I was living with my mom for a while, and then living in a shithole. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, all these girls worked at like makeup counters and all these different
I stand
departments. And
corrected. Now I understand why
yeah, a
why
bunch of
Nikki.
people my age, everyone there was
Mhm.
either like, college students or like
Yeah,
super old. So
that's awesome.
yeah, I had a lot of fun working there, working in the mall. You were able to, it was even in the manual, you can have a beer on your lunch and stuff. So, you
Oh,
know,
those are days.
yeah. So,
Try that shit now,
oh, dude, partner and I, it was like we'd catch someone, whatever, and it's, oh, it's lunch break, take our lunch together, go to happy hour. All the girls over there at the Tilted Kilt and Outback knew us and stuff.
huh? Yes.
So, yeah, that was pretty fun. How about you? What's the craziest?
Craziest. I mean, a job that you would not expect me that I've had before. I was actually a karate instructor. Believe it or not. That was my first job. I got paid under the table from when I was in martial arts. I was in Shito-Ryu karate for 5 years, a second degree brown belt, and I started teaching the kids, and I loved it. I loved it because of the wrong reasons, and that's where it started for me. I mean, the moms that came in there, you know what I mean? Like, geez, and I'm what at the time I was 16, hormones everywhere, and I'm just like, dude, this is awesome. This is, and they just looked at me as a piece of meat. I was like, yes, I am your piece, and that's where I think that's no, it started way before then. It was just that was an avenue. Uh but yeah, so that was awesome for me. That one introduced me to a lot of things, a
So,
lot of scenarios that I would never thought I would be into.
so what form of karate did you say it was?
Shito-Ryu karate. It's
Shito.
Okinawan, yeah, Okinawan style karate.
Ah,
Up there with Shorin-Ryu, same as Shorin-Ryu, I believe. I think they're very similar. But yeah, it was a second degree brown. I made it pretty far, and then I joined the Navy. 18 years old. Before I even took my black belt test, I ended up joining the Navy because even though I was doing that, I needed to get out.
for sure.
And the Navy, because I mean, I was in Chicago. Chicago's horrible. All right, don't get me wrong. Chicago, the food's great. I mean, it's pretty bad, especially for a young black kid. So I got out, and dude, the Navy really ruined me. Holy cow, dude! Whatever is wrong with me, I blame on the Navy
Oh,
tenfold. All right, I had a lot of good times there, dude. A lot of good times. A lot of no regrets. No regrets. You're not part of military, right?
no. No, I got to a point at the end of high school where it was all like, well, I didn't get accepted to any colleges, so like, what's
Yeah,
up? Because I mean, I wasn't a bad student. I just had a lot.
yeah.
I just had a lot going on. Like I worked, I played sports, I was in the music program, I did academic decathlon, I volunteered, like just pretty much like everything you could think of. I was doing all of it. So it's like, did I
Damn, dude,
did I
that's
have
awesome.
did I have straight A's? No, like I had
Yeah,
B's.
no,
So it's like there is some of
I
the
had these.
richer schools that
Yeah,
offered, because I took AP classes, right? There were some of the
right.
richer schools that offered like 50 AP classes, right? And the school that I was at offered like 12. So with the inflated GPAs, it's super competitive to go to a lot of schools, And I couldn't afford to apply to many schools.
Mhm.
Actually, one of my history teachers let me borrow $100 because I was working, so she knew I was good for it. But she let me
Really?
borrow $100 so I could apply to a couple extra schools, and I got like one conditional and then a bunch of no's, like try again next year. So I went
Mhm.
to the JC, or I was getting ready to go to the JC to like kind of try and figure things out, and I was actually considering joining the Navy. Mom's best friend, her
You would have
husband
liked it.
was a chief, and he was all like, you know what? Do you know what you want to do? And I said, yes, I know what I want to do. And he was all like, all right, well, give it till you're 21. Don't get anyone pregnant. Don't get arrested. If
Yeah.
you don't have the job that you want by that point, then talk to me. I'll make sure you don't get fucked over when you sign up. And I'm like, okay. And
I
then,
wish I had that guy. I wish I had that guy.
yeah.
I definitely got screwed over when I signed up.
Oh,
But
man.
whatever.
What was your job in the Navy?
I was a propulsion engineer. I was machinist mate. And it sounds cool, but it's not. You horrible work hours and you work at the bottom of the ship where all the heat's at
Ooh.
and all the engines are going and moving the ship and yeah, no. The good part about it is because we had those hours and that tough work, whenever we hit port, we were the first ones off
Oh,
for
nice.
that reason. But we were also the first ones back too because we had to get the ship ready to go. But yeah, I didn't like the job. I will say that I didn't like the job, but I loved the countries that we visited and the good times. I have nothing but memories, nothing else to show for it. Statistically, I should have some diseases to show for it, but I don't.
Well, you guys got all kinds of shots and stuff when you would go back to the boat, right?
Yeah, before you leave.
There's like two lines: the guys
Yeah.
who had fun and the guys who didn't. And the guys who had fun got shots.
Yeah, bro, it's serious. It's serious. But it's fun, man. It was fun. Well, had a lot of experiences there.
That's pretty cool. How many countries did you go to?
Um, let's see. Um, we went to Hong Kong. Now, I will tell you about Hong Kong. That's my first country I went to. I was 18 years old. Now, I won't tell you that one now. I will tell you that one when we air our first episode. If you really want to know about Hong Kong, I'll tell you about it. That one's a good story. All right, we'll save that one for next time. That was my first country, and that's when I just tell you this one. This is where I learned my limits to alcohol. 18 years old. I never drank before. I learned fast what not to do. So after that, we went to Singapore, Australia. Fell in love with Australia. Oh, I fell in love with Australia really bad. Then we went to Bahrain and we went to Philippines. That's about it, though. We did that over and over. But Australia was definitely the best time I've had. And when I retire and end up divorced, I will be in Australia.
Like, boat rolls into port, and it's like
Yep.
there's like some 40-something-year-old dude walking up to you, and it's all like, "Hey, were you in the Navy like 40-something years ago?" And then it's like,
It
"I'm
would
going
not
back."
surprise me. It would not surprise me, bro.
Turn
Oh
around and
my
walk back into
God.
the airport. Oh
But
man,
yeah. Yeah. Fuck, I'm getting nauseous still. I've been sick for the last week, dude.
oh, you sound pretty good. I know you said you were on Theraflu and some of that stuff.
Yeah. This is the best I've sounded, but I'm getting the sweats right now. Yeah, I don't know. I feel nauseous now. That's weird.
Oh well, I am gonna have to ask you to put a mask on then.
COVID through the the net. We can get COVID through the net now.
That's how they get you the cells.
Oh man.
Oh, so let's see. You excited for any games or anything coming out anytime soon? I mean, like on an entertainment aspect.
I'm excited for my how I'm gonna play this Twitch thing. I've already decided that Facebook Live is not really for me right now because I'm having trouble with audio on Facebook Live only. Twitch, everything's syncing up perfect. I love it. So I'm excited for like the movie Uncharted, for example.
Oh yeah.
So that movie's coming out. Guess what? I'm gonna start playing Uncharted. Because that's gonna be popular. That's
Mm-hmm.
my gameplay there, and I'm more, I'm better at those games that are just story driven
Oh yeah.
and not online. And so I'm gonna do that. I looked up and saw that Grand Theft Auto was very popular on Twitch. Yes, so I'm definitely interested in playing that and then getting ready for, I guess, Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh yeah.
And so I'll be doing that. I mean, I started this just to have fun with the Call of Duty. Me and my boys were like, hey, we should start a Twitch account. We should do all that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, all right, fucking. And nobody did it, And so then I'm like, all right. And then I stepped up. It's like, all right, here we go. And I bought all this shit. And now all these guys are like, oh, all right, I'll do it too. It's like, really, dude? Like, I had to be the guy. I'm not even good at the game, you know? Um,
Trailblazing.
and, and so now I'm just like, all right, well, I'll play games that I am good at or at least enjoy more, you know?
That's cool. Yeah, I definitely enjoy playing the adventure games over everything else because it's like
Yeah.
with the Call of Duties, the first Modern Warfare that came out,
Yeah.
like I don't know, was that like 12 years ago or something? That
Yeah.
one, I was super hooked. Like well, yeah, I worked at Macy's at the time. It was like, or, man, it was probably even longer, 14 years ago. It's like I'd get off of work, take the trolley home, go home, and then I would listen to Love Line with like Dr. Drew, and
Oh my
then
god, dude!
I
No, you just totally
I
forgot
would
about that.
I would listen to Love Line and then play Call of Duty for
Holy
like
sh-
2 or 3 hours,
I
like
remember
every
that
night.
fucking. I remember that show, Love Line. Holy cow! I used to go to sleep listening to
Yeah,
that.
yeah, Dr. Drew and
Wow,
like
dude,
Adam Carolla.
we are fucking old, bro. We're old.
Yeah,
Love
I
Line.
would sit there and I would listen to it and I'd play Call of Duty for hours, dude, hours.
And you just brought me back, brother. Damn.
Oh yeah, dude. So yeah, that was. But then by like the third one, it was like, okay, drops at 9 p.m. West Coast, or maybe it was the fourth one or whatever. But it was just like, if you didn't start playing like the minute it dropped,
Yeah.
everyone was leaving you behind. And then
Yep.
now it's like with the seasons, it's like
Yep.
it's kind of a cash grab, and you're playing, and I've played against people who I know are not good, right? Not saying
Mhm.
that yeah, there's lots of good people, but it's like people that I've played with on other games that I know are not good at like first person shooters.
Yeah.
I'm playing against them online, and I'm just like getting destroyed because they have all these extra perks and they got all these
Yes.
different things
Yes.
coming into it right out the gate. So
Yeah.
not super into that. So I do love playing action adventure games on my own. Like when the new Grand Theft Auto comes out, probably gonna take a week off.
Ah, yes. When is
Just
that coming out, by the way? You got the date on that?
dude, I don't think anyone has a date. Hey, that's why we got our computers right here, right?
Yes.
Let me pull it up on Bing. um,
On Bing. Yes. Don't sleep on Bing, guys. Don't sleep on Bing.
yeah, it's here. What year? Late 23 or 24.
Mm.
Yeah. So I mean, they just like revealed that it's actually happening. So
Yes.
they probably got to be pretty far along. But yeah, when the last one came out, it was like a month of like 4 or 5 hours a day playing for like a whole month, dude, until I beat it.
Yeah. Damn. I've tried to play the Grand Theft Auto. Like I said, I get into it, but then I was playing it and I was putting it away for like a year. So I think I'm gonna sit down and actually finish the story. So
Well, if you want to go for one that you can actually finish in a decent amount of time and is like really good, I would say Guardians of the Galaxy.
oh yeah, that's right.
That one's really good. It's not too expensive, and you could beat the game in like less than 20 hours. I think it's like 18 hours or something.
I think I'm gonna buy the hard copy that way I can return it. Yeah.
It's like slice like the corner and stuff, so that way you can get the disc out without breaking the tab or something.
yes. Stay true to my roots, bro.
So that's what we got on the horizon. Are you gonna go see the Uncharted movie? When are you gonna go see it?
I'll try to see when it first comes out. I think
It comes out this week.
really.
Yeah.
Well, I know my the wife has her eyes set on that new Batman, so I
Oh
know for
yeah.
sure we're going to see that day one if you can. Gar, as far as Uncharted, I might end up seeing that by myself, so I don't know.
Oh nice. Yeah, definitely let me know when you check it out. We could talk about it on episode 1.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Coming out Thursday, so whenever you get to see that for sure.
All right, yeah, yeah. You going? When you going to go check it out?
Thursday.
Hmm.
That's kind
Oh
of
yeah.
it's like Thursday nights when they play the movies for the weekend. So
Right.
usually like we'll go to happy hour and then walk across the street to the theater, watch whatever new movie just came out. And I like going Thursdays because everyone there is pretty much someone who wants to be there versus when you go to the theater on a weekend and there's like a bunch of kids running around and like
Right.
teenagers sneaking into the movie like no, don't make any noise, no, you go. Like we don't deal with any of that cuz it's like everyone there wants to be there.
Yeah, that's what's up, dude. That's what's up.
Hell yeah. So, uh, did we stick with the name? We're gonna stick with your handle. Keep the train going.
Ah, dude, you call it. But if we could do Grayzee Cast, I think we should do Grayzee World.
Okay, yeah, Grayzee World, Grayzee World,
Because this is a crazy world we live in.
Grayzee World production.
Yeah. But your name should be in there somewhere, bro.
Oh well, hey, you're the talent. I'm the producer. You're the one with the cool like karate stories, and you've been to Hong Kong and stuff. Like, I don't even like Chinese food.
I think you'll enjoy that Hong Kong story, brother. Oh, it's fucking wow. Yeah.
So cool, yeah, we got that. We talk about not necessarily one aspect of things that we like, but just like in general, it could be sports, movies, TV, video games, whatever comes up. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
Life experience, parenting for you,
Yes.
cats for me. I don't know.
Life experience. I got a lot of that.
And then the last segment that we're working on is going to be me introducing you to something from my genres of things that I like. I like some pretty like weird out there gonzo
Okay.
stuff when it comes to like movies, comics. I love punk rock, horror movies, comic books, video games, wrestling, right? Like all kinds of stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna personally curate something which is like digestible for you, like something that won't take too much of your time, like nothing longer than like a movie, right? That you
Okay.
could like
Okay.
check out every week and then give me your opinion on it, whether that's like way too fucking out there or if it's like, oh, actually I never heard of that and
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
into it, right? So the first recommendation is a movie called Psycho Gorman. So you can check it out on Shudder. Don't Google it ahead of time. Just go into it cold,
All
right?
right.
And check it out, and then we'll talk about it on episode 1. You can let me know what you think.
All
Right?
right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I like it.
I sent you the poster so that way you'll be able to find it. Don't even read the description on Shudder. Just
Does it have TNA?
I can't recall. I would say
That means
probably
not enough for me if you can't
not
recall.
human.
Jeez.
I had to say. So
Okay.
yeah, so definitely just check it out, right? And then either you'll say that wasn't too bad, or like, what the fuck did you try and get me to watch? Like, a while back I recommended that documentary. I think we're alone now about the
Yes.
Tiffany superfans.
That shit was crazy.
One of my favorites because it's just so out there.
Those people exist.
Yeah, 100%. So
Wow.
yeah, that'll be the third. We will get this episode 0 published in order to build a RSS feed, and then from there we'll be updating on a weekly basis. Right from there, try and get some time to record, and socials will be linked in there, so you can get on Grayzee Gamer, Twitch, and all that.
Oh yeah, Twitch. Yeah, just Twitch and YouTube is the only thing I'm going to keep. You said it. You said yes to starting a new YouTube channel, right?
Oh yeah. So one of the things that I learned from previous podcasts I worked on was some people aren't up on any of the podcast apps and stuff like that, so they like to go on YouTube and then listen to it.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, that was. I don't want to say his last name, but you remember Frank?
Yeah.
That we used to work with that went out your direction and stuff. Yeah, that was his whole thing. Cause he's like, I don't have any apps. I don't know. You can't just put it on YouTube. And then it's like, oh, okay. And then, we did that. So we'll definitely do that. And yeah, I would say if you have any questions, submit us questions or whatever. But I mean, we don't even have any listeners yet. So.
Yes, I know. But do it anyway.
So yeah, do you want to plug your socials? You could throw all the ones that you want to plug out there.
Oh shit! I mean, just Grayzee Game on Twitch for right now. Shit, I don't even know that by heart. Where I'm bad at this.
Well, that's what's gonna make it fun, right?
Yes. Oh man, I think I'm gonna puke. Where the hell did this come from?
All right. Well, with that being said, you got a cool catchphrase to end the show. I think I'm gonna puke. Where did that come from?
All right, we're keeping it. It stays in the edit.
Well, thanks, and we'll talk to you on episode 1.
All right, brother. Thanks, man. This is awesome.
All right. See ya. This has been a Six-Toed Cat Studio production.